So I'm literally just in shock, to be honest. Like, I know that I've been feeling exhausted and nauseous and sick a lot, like, but a lot of other people are feeling the same way because of the shift that's happening. And people are starting to wake up and realize the reality of what's going on, how we're all being controlled, and it's just insane. But I was watching something and they were showing like different drawings of like like the ancient Egyptian drawings and from different places, and on those drawings it actually is starting to make sense, like literally. So people were astral projecting to a different time, and literally they were astral projecting to our time, because the stuff that they were drawing was like spaceships and NASA rockets and people on like pedal bikes. They had a drawing where they were on like the motorized thing, where you stand up. I don't know what it's called. I'm not with all the techno stuff, but like one would had that on it. I mean, literally like all the technology that we have that, I mean, we never found any evidence of them having. They were, smarter in different ways. I don't know if smarter is the correct word that, you would use, but they used their third eye and they opened their conscience, and they, they were just on a different level than we were spiritually and energetically, because we are all energetic beings. So we can all do that stuff. It's just that we've been taught that we're supposed to work and die. Like, you hardly even get to retire, 5 seconds before you gotta die. And that's not even what we're supposed to be doing. Like, but now, like, you can definitely feel the shift. Everyone can feel the shift. Like, I mean, everything has been different. And it started in 2012. And I actually had a vision of, and I'd never had like a daydream in my life. In 2012, I had a daydream of light and dark in a war. And I said, I was like, I'm ready to do it. And I didn't even know that the shift started in 2012 until like a week ago. And I'm like, oh my God, that's when I had that daydream. So it was like all like a whole wide opening thing for me. But yeah, so yeah, they're trying to tell us that this is when it's going to happen. And then the Mayan calendar ended in 2012, which it ended in 2012 because we're starting a whole new beginning. Like, we had like a completion. So now we're moving on to the next level. So like everyone's saying, like, obviously we're in the third dimension right now. So they're saying that we're going to go through the fourth into the fifth dimension, which actually makes a lot of sense, because the majority of the world is expanding their conscience. And even if they're like not even realizing they're doing it, but so many people are waking up. Like, why are all the elites basically just telling us what to do and how to live, and we're just doing it, but we're actually the ones making the world go round? So how do they just get to sit on a pedestal and make us make the world go round? If there is 10 of them, there's 20,000 of us. Like, there is way more of us than them, yet they still seem to boss us around and tell us what to do and who's going to run us. But here, wait, let's talk about the election. So we're going to pick the Democrat or the Republican. It doesn't matter who you pick. They're all in the same team. Like, one sounds better than the other to some people, and the other one sounds better than the other to other people. But we're all focused on that instead of focusing on what's going on. Like, the aliens, nobody's focusing on that. Or when the government wants you to focus on it, and all of a sudden they're coming out and telling you this because the shift is happening. They don't want us to be in the shift. So they're like, now we'll start telling them about the aliens. It's just amazing to me how convenient it is. But the light always overpowers the dark no matter what. So it really doesn't matter. They're out here cloning people and I mean, doing all kinds of weirdness. Like, I'm, wow, it's insane. But we're all figuring it out, so it doesn't matter. Like, we're gonna figure it out. That was gonna happen regardless. So, yeah, well, let's do it. We're all in it together. We're all one.